Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. You know, we tend to pay attention to the day-to-day trends. Rarely do we zoom out past the daily. Well, I Greg Crypto here mentioned this XRP monthly candlestick pattern, guys. Behold, XRP graces us with a monthly candle formation that's simply breathtaking and undeniably bullish. 4 more days for the monthly candlestick to close. I don't know, did you post this? He posted this morning, October 27th, 2023. So guys, I'm recording this in the morning. We only have 4 more days. He continues by saying, witness the mesmerizing beauty and share your thoughts. Comment below. Take a look at this chart here, guys. And I'm going to bring up the TradingView chart in a sec. So, okay, if you look at the layers from bottom to top, we're starting negative, going to positive. The red indicates a red flag, so looking to be bearish, but we're nowhere near that red category there. And then yellow indicates wicking, so wicking down into this zone. White indicates ranging, which we're no longer doing anymore. But green, guys, indicates bullish, and that is exactly where we are. Beautiful candle formation here. So it's looking as though we are going to make our way up. This is XRP on the monthly, and you can see just from, if you've been looking at and studying charts for a long enough time, you can tell what this is here, okay? A transitional candlestick, long wick, long tail, short body, and volume. Volume not too high on this particular one. So, it's not guaranteed, but guys, look at the candlestick right after. So we got that bullish green candlestick and the body is getting larger. This coming after, I guess I should say 2 months ago, that large dump for XRP after we saw that huge pump up to 95 cents. So it's looking like the trend is turning around. The other thing I wanted to mention here, let me remove that. And the other thing I wanted to mention here was the fact that this, guys, is forming what is looking like another Nike swoosh on the monthly. So guys, it's looking very, very bullish. Let's bring up BTC real quickly here. You guys can see Bitcoin on the monthly. October was huge for Bitcoin. Bitcoin has gone up significantly in the month of October. Right now, Bitcoin is trading in around $34,000. So we're still going to keep an eye on that, see what happens to Bitcoin next. Let's not forget, back in 2019, we did see a bullish trajectory for Bitcoin before several months of retracing, and we still have about, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. We still have about 6 months till the halving. So it could be that Bitcoin could still surprise us. And what's XRP trading at today? I did not check the price. XRP trading at 55 cents. So, nothing dramatic in terms of movement, but XRP still slowly moving its way up. October looking very bullish for both Bitcoin and XRP. Now, as I'm saying this, lots happening in the court system, specifically with, the Sam Bankman-Fried case is one of them. He thought that taking FTX deposits through Alameda was legal. This is what he told the judge, guys. Former FTX CEO Sam Bankman-Fried addressed a New York courtroom under oath without the 12-member jury present, according to the reports from the courtroom. SBF highly anticipated testimony kickoff with defense attorney Mark Cohen, questioning the former FTX CEO on his use of the messaging app Signal and retention of communications data at the crypto exchange. Sam Bankman-Fried reportedly claimed he acted in accordance with compliance policies on records, and none of the media set to auto-delete were channels for decisions. Boy, this is sounding kind of confusing without some context, but maybe I should just step back for a sec, okay? Okay, I see what they're saying here. Cohen pressed the former FTX CEO on the creation of North Dimension, an alleged shadowy entity used to launder customer funds from the crypto exchange through Alameda Research. According to SBF, former Chief Regulatory Officer Dan Friedberg provided him the papers setting up the firm, which he signed without question. Okay, so this is it's looking as though they're talking about some interworkings over there at FTX. And then the question was, did you believe taking FTX deposits through Alameda was legal? Cohen asked SBF, and he replied, yes, I did. So I was the CEO of both at the time, said Sam Bankman-Fried, on establishing North Dimension under Alameda and FTX. Okay, so I guess that was one of the shell companies. One of the key issues in the U.S. government's case against FBF centers around allegations the former FTX CEO used customer funds and used them for his own personal gains. I thought only to futures trading, said SBF, on parts of FTX's terms of services concerning the use of customer funds, and Alameda was authorized to do that. So I guess this is what happens when you have children running a multi-billion-dollar company. SBF has pleaded not guilty to all 7 charges in the criminal case, but he is expected to face 5 more counts in the second trial scheduled to start in March of 2024. Okay, well, claiming ignorance, I don't know if that is actually an option, if you can do that, and if they will take pity on you. But I guess considering there are no jurors present, it would, I guess, just be up to the judge to decide on the verdict there. Anyway, wanted to thank Michael for posting that. We've also got this, guys, another one from Michael here. On top of what Congress is doing, U.S. Senator Cynthia Lummis asks the Department of Justice to criminally charge crypto exchange Binance and USDT issuer Tether. Okay, now this could be big if they succeed, guys. The U.S. Department of Justice should finish its investigation and consider criminal charges against crypto exchange Binance and USDT stablecoin issuer Tether, said Cynthia Lummis. The senator notes in a post on X today that she had sent a letter to the DOJ with a view of having the Justice Department charge the two crypto companies for being intermediaries in reported illicit financing of Hamas. Okay, so bringing it back to the politics. And I mean, if that is the sole reason why, I reject your hypothesis, Cynthia Lummis. I mean, who was it that said it? It was a video I did a few weeks ago now, where there's a clip of a guy saying, you know, basically, if you knew how much money laundering went through traditional banks, well, you would have to stop using banks, right? And he was just pointing out the fact of how ridiculous this whole concept is. I thought that this article was, to be honest with you, going to be more about Binance and Tether doing something related to cryptocurrency that was shady, that they happen to pick up on. But, you know, they're using the Hamas argument. Of course, it's a hot button topic. And yes, I mean, maybe there was money laundering going through cryptocurrency and it happened to go through Binance, considering Binance is one of the biggest cryptocurrency exchanges in the world. But is that really a reason to go after them because they allegedly funded Hamas? I mean, let's think of how many people, guys, use cryptocurrency exchanges, and especially the largest cryptocurrency exchange. Nevertheless, this is the interrogation. The allegations in the report saw several lawmakers believe Hamas had raised millions of dollars in crypto funding before its attacks on Israel earlier this month. So, using politics to maybe try to get their way. Of course, this is not the only reason Congress wants to, tamp down Binance and stablecoin issuer Tether. They have their own agenda brewing, as we know. And so, this could just be a convenient excuse to bring Tether and Binance to court. So I guess we'll see how this goes. Digital Perspectives here also commenting on this. Will this grow into a rug pull for crypto? Don't forget, the BlackRocks of the world have come to Crypto Town. Prepare for a change. So this is the letter that Cynthia Lummis wrote. We write you in light of shocking reports that unregulated centralized crypto asset intermediaries based outside the U.S. have facilitated significant illicit financial activity over the last 2 years, including providing significant terrorism financing for Hamas's malevolent attacks on Israel. And I won't read you guys the full thing, but I will link it in the description of the video. If you guys are interested, it's interesting, though, that she says that this is based outside the U.S. Meanwhile, you're a U.S. senator asking for this. Why do you have jurisdiction over Binance? And, what they decide to do with regards to Hamas, that kind of goes over my head, nevertheless. Obviously here, by the way, guys, I am not condoning funding terrorism. However, you look at the bank's track record and it just seems like a political move. I think we can see, guys, the real glaring reason why Cynthia Lummis is stating this. I guess more to come on that, but wanted to thank Digital Perspectives and, of course, Michael Branch once again for posting that. Chad Steingraber here bringing this up. Okay, now Ripple is really pushing. Ripple Payment Solution can only be used in the US if it is not sourcing XRP from Ripple. We talked about this the other day. This is why Ripple and Uphold have now formed a new partnership for that liquidity in the United States. If you guys didn't catch that video, I will link it up here in the top right-hand corner. The escrow will never see the light of day. Okay, this directly from Ripple's website, utility for the new global economy. New global economy, you say? Fast and green, the digital asset XRP was built to be the most practical cryptocurrency for applications across the financial services space. And to be able to boost that liquidity globally, Ripple has now partnered with Uphold, something that now the US can experience, similar to what other countries around the world now have already dabbled in. This is a clip from Flip the Chain, okay? Andrew Abir, Bank of Israel. We are not asking to replace commercial banks, but bringing competition in retail cross-border payments by including fintech companies who handle cross-border payments. Sounds a lot like Ripple, doesn't it?
Which is politically and socially problematic is the retail side. So it's small businesses, it's individual citizens paying quite a lot of money. It's the small person in the street feeling that he's being done into by the large commercial banks. That's a political issue. Yeah. And again, we're not necessarily providing something that will substitute from the commercial banks, but we do want something that will provide competition and allow small fintech companies to give services and to sort of, let's say, unbundle financial services. And one of those areas is clearly in cross-border. And one of the things behind the hub that we were doing there is to actually make sure that there's no credit risk there. So a fintech company could be involved, and it doesn't need tremendous regulation because it's the credit risk is essentially taken out of the process.
So using those fintech companies as intermediaries, of course, when you're talking about the global stage, using RippleNet is not a problem. Using XRP is not a problem because of the regulation and the fact that it is clear already in most countries around the world. When you talk about the United States, though, this is why Ripple needed to find a way to leverage the power of Uphold to provide that XRP liquidity. I mean, even though Ripple could do it, technically, from a technical standpoint, they needed that American partnership to be able to provide XRP to their on-demand liquidity users, or their Ripple payment users, as it's now going to be called. So just to that earlier point, right? Utility for a new global economy, leveraging Uphold. We have the Bank of Israel's Andrew Abir here, also commenting on the same fintech companies who handle cross-border payments and take out the credit risk. So, I mean, I'm sure there are a lot of fintechs that do this. We know about the Ripple partnerships, though, and how these particular Ripple partners keep pushing forward with their partnerships. Guys, here's another one with regards to Temenos. Africa and Gulf Bank taps Temenos to drive innovation in Sudan's banking industry. So Temenos has been Ripple enabled for about 7 years now, and now they've partnered with Africa and Gulf Bank to modernize their digital core banking capabilities. For the country of Sudan specifically, the Temenos solution hosted on the cloud will enable AGB to provide innovative products faster to retail and corporate customers in Sudan and around the world. Having acquired Sudan-based operations in a major Gulf Corporation Council bank, AGB commenced operations in late 2021. The bank seeks to bring innovative Sharia-compliant products for its customers within Sudan and internationally to the Sudanese diaspora. Notice they mentioned Sharia-compliant products. And so who do they tap? They tap Temenos, a Ripple partner. And so, I mean, I know this. I don't know how many of you guys know this, but the ledger, the XRP ledger, is a permissionless network of peer-to-peer servers that powers XRP operations. XRP is the native token, as we know, and it's used as a bridge. As such, the XRP token has a Sharia-compliant utility that can be deemed Sharia-compliant. So, I mean, the XRP token has already been deemed Sharia-compliant. Clearly now, these Middle Eastern countries want something that is Sharia compliant. And so, in this case, they're tapping Ripple partner Temenos in order to, tool up their back-end technology. So AGB has a customer-centric digital-first business strategy focused on providing innovative financial products and services and a branch-light network outreach to individuals. What else does it say here? They obviously want to drive financial inclusion objectives, foster a culture of digital payments, and channelize formal inward remittances. So tapping on Temenos to do this, the country of Sudan looking to get Ripple enabled, a large Muslim population there, so a Sharia-compliant cryptocurrency is certainly of utmost importance. And considering XRP is already Sharia compliant, well, it looks like a match made in heaven. So I thought that was some interesting news that I'd share with you guys. Wrath of Kahneman here also mentioning this, okay? Indus Int and Via Americas, both early Ripple partners, have joined to provide inward remittances to India using Indus Fast Remit platform. This is the latest news from two Ripple partners, okay, Via Americas and Indus Int Bank. Indus Int Bank announced changes in lifestyle, veiled an exciting strategic partnership with Via Americas Corporation aimed at providing cutting-edge digital inward remittance services to non-resident Indians, so NRIs, residing in the United States, leveraging the power of Indus Int Bank and this new platform, the Indus Fast Remit platform. This collaboration opens the door for non-resident Indians to access highly competitive exchange rates when sending digital remittances inward back to India. So this is a big thing too for remittances. People from countries who decide to work abroad, who want to send money back. This was a big talking point back in 2018 when Ripple technology was first being implemented for remittance services. We heard a lot about this. And so these two companies, early Ripple partners, they're continuing on that theme. The Indus Fast Remit platform offers NRIs the flexibility to initiate remittance transactions using the auto debit payment method, or by transferring funds directly from overseas banks. So just a little bit of the nuts and bolts there. Indus Int Bank digital remittance platform ensures customers enjoy full transparency throughout the process. This includes real-time updates on the status of the payment requests, information on the exact INR amount, and to be received by the beneficiary, and an estimate of the expected delivery time for the funds. Down here, existing Indus Int Bank customers will also appreciate the convenience of initiating payment requests through a single sign-on facility on the bank's internet banking platform, eliminating the need to visit physical bank branches or navigate through extensive paperwork. So it looks like this partnership here going to boost more remittance possibilities for NRIs. They also say here, we believe this initiative will offer a much simpler and more efficient remittance experience to NRIs. We are confident that this collaboration will act as one of the major contributing factors towards the evolution of cross-border payments. Well, with two Ripple partners, early Ripple adopters, we can see how this will definitely affect in a positive way remittance service for Indians who are working abroad. Considering in India, XRP is already a household name, it's kind of a no-brainer in my opinion. But anyway, I wanted to thank the Wrath of Kahneman for posting that. And Rahul Advani from Ripple, he posted this. This week's APAC Policy Digest recaps our very successful Ripple X and Medico partnership. This was at the Hong Kong Policy Summit, guys, and it also features regulatory updates from a couple of commissions here. The Hong Kong Securities and Futures Commission, the JFSA, which is the official account of the Financial Services Agency, I'm guessing in Japan here, and the BIS, of course, as we know, the Bank for International Settlements, guys. Here's the lowdown. We held a Ripple and Medico Hong Kong Policy Summit yesterday, and it was great to see the energy and engagement from our partners. They talked a little bit about the evolution of the ecosystem, after which Brooks Entwistle moderated a fireside chat with Rocky Tung on the way forward for regulating the sector, and then I had the pleasure of moderating a panel with a few other people there with regards to regulatory developments in Hong Kong and opportunities for global consensus. It was especially interesting to hear everyone's predictions for the future of the virtual assets industry in Hong Kong. So it sounds as though we're going to see more Ripple adoption in Hong Kong specifically, at least according to Rahul Advani. So regulatory highlights of this week, and then he highlights some of those. The Security and Futures Commission and the Hong Kong Monetary Authority published a joint circular on intermediaries' virtual asset-related activities. Why is this important, guys? The circular updates the guidance that has been effective from January of 2022 and designates certain virtual asset-related products such as overseas ETFs and derivatives as complex products, which can only be offered to professional investors. The circular also introduces requirements for a virtual assets knowledge test for intermediaries to assess whether clients have knowledge of investing in virtual assets or related products, and requires intermediaries to partner only with FSC licensed trading platforms for dealing services. So on the panel, guys, Security and Futures Commission representatives from Hong Kong, the Hong Kong Monetary Authority. Note too how they're talking about ETF and derivatives products. So products for institutional investment. And we've got Rahul Advani, Policy and Technology for Financial Markets, working at Ripple. And we've got Medico there too. So custody for institutions, guys. I think it's a no-brainer. XRP is going to see a swell of demand once institutional money comes in. And this is just one country. This is just Hong Kong. Think about around the world. Think about XRP utility. They're basically highlighting this in Hong Kong because they have representatives out there. That's going to be a portion of the market. But think, guys, South America, Europe, North America, all the money that is just waiting to be transferred using XRP through the XRP ledger. So is it of any surprise that we're noticing another glitch on another exchange, guys? This one, a Binance glitch noticed by the ISO GOAT here on Twitter. Anyone else seen this? All right, he took a little video of this just to show you guys that it was not doctored. And I'm just going to play you guys this real quickly here. Look at this price just pumping, boom, pump really, and then pump down real quickly, but then pump back up again, $227, $34, something like that. I don't know, it's kind of strange how it's going back and forth. Boom, right there, $227.58. But it's shifted from, anywhere from $34,605 to $227. But you guys can see that candlestick still staying the same size, and then back down again to 0.0032 cents. So another interesting observation here. Wanted to thank the ISO GOAT. Another glitch, guys. Why are we only seeing these glitches happen for XRP? It's a question that's still boggling my mind. We don't see it for any other cryptocurrencies. It's just XRP. Tell me down in the comments what you guys think, and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.